Something that always happens this time of the year, the annual count of the Mexican gray wolf population. Our team of reporters are some of the first to cover this event since COVID hit in 2020. Breanna got to witness the process of saving this endangered species.
Annie Barkin is on the Arizona Game and Fish team for today's capture.
I'm a Mexican wolf technician with the Arizona Game and Fish Department. During our helicopter capture, depending on the day, I'm either up in the helicopter mugging or I'm on the ground as a processing lead or processing coordinator.
Her job today?
To get a radio collar on it, and then we want to make sure, of course, that the wolf is healthy, and we take sometimes body measurements, we give them vaccines, and we'll draw blood to get genetics on it. So the genetics will help tell us, what pack it comes from. We'll see if it has a pit tag, which would tell us if they were handled as a pup.
She's leading a team of volunteers who are helping inspect and track wolves in northern Arizona for the annual wolf count.
This is all about recovery. That's what our goal is. Everything we're doing here is ultimately getting us towards recovery.
The federal government removed wolves in the 70s, but Arizona reintroduced the Mexican wolf population 25 years ago, starting with 11, and at last count there are at least 196. The Mexican gray wolf is a subspecies of the gray wolf and stands about 5.5 feet tall. These species have been endangered since the 70s, and this population count hopes to bring them back on track. About midday, a helicopter returned with a darted wolf for inspection. This is a collared female coming to get checked. While at the Arizona Game and Fish site, the team is ready for her vaccines and checkup. They are focused on getting her a new collar and making sure she is healthy before release.
Collars both help us track recovery of Mexican wolves and then also mitigate conflict as needed, so we can tell, where they're hanging out.
While at camp, she was fitted with a new collar marked with popular cartoon characters Phineas and Ferb duct tape to differentiate her from other wolves. The team will do this all again, searching for as many wolves to count as possible towards their goal.
An average of 320 wolves for a period of 8 years in the United States population, and then like we talked about, the 22 wolves that survived to breeding age from captivity that have been released into the wild.
As for Wolf 1686, once she's finished with her measurements and blood draws, she will be released back into the wild to join her Castle Rock pack later today. In Alpine, Arizona, I'm Breanna, Cronkite News.
The population count is done in November every year, but capture and release instances like this help researchers determine each year's minimal count.